she's the type of person that if anything happens, she's trying to get out the door. She's a runner. She's a track star. I promise you, she has zero sporting experience, but the way she tries to run, you would think she's on a national level.
Keep so
yeah, she's ready. She's ready.
I'm right there behind you, Jerry. Don't worry.
She's ready.
We have a name.
Not passing batons.
Man, stick. You know what I'm saying? I understand that the dowry is less of a transaction and more of a relationship extension.
That's huge.
I understand. I don't know why I have to slaughter this dadgum goat, but
Hey, bro.
you know, I
Hey,
I don't know. Hey, bro. Oh, it's not true. Hey, bro.
Oh, you can tell the truth.
I told you it was a I told him, guys.
It's a joke.
Hey,
The whole time, and I thought Kikuyu mighty warriors, you know, and all that, you know, you gotta show them.
What's it?
Welcome to another episode of Maju Diaries. My name is Waimo.
And my name is Njeri. Welcome back. Aki asanteni sana for coming. Hey guys, as you can see today, we have guests. Yeah, tumefikisha level ya guests.
Yes.
Yeah. And these are our lovely husbands, our handsome husbands. They said they want to be introduced as handsome.
Put a name on
Period. And the conversation will just be getting their input of how they are living life with Kenyan women. They decided to marry us in their sane mind, and here we are. And I'm going to throw it over to you, Waimo, and introduce a human.
I will let him introduce himself. Tell us your name, where you're from,
where I live,
where you
Your shoe size, you know.
your shoe size.
social.
Yeah. Tell us about yourself.
So my name is Willie Doa Kingori. It's my beautiful wife, Waimo. So you said my shoe size. But that's my name, Willie Doa Kingori. We serve at Naaman Gospel Church.
How long have you been married?
3 years. June 27th, 2020 is when we got married. Yeah, so I knew that test was coming. Yeah.
You held it down, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You held it down. Make
You know
us
what I'm
look
saying?
good. Make us look good.
Anything else you want to tell us about yourself?
By day, I work as a network analyst for Spectrum VoIP. So that's a whole bunch of IT nonsense. But yeah, by night, I'm a hubby. What you mean? I'm a daddy. I'm a hubby. You know what I'm saying? We got a beautiful son. His name is Theo. He is 20 months.
Yes, today.
Yes, today's 20 months. Yeah.
Congratulations.
So he's a lot of joy for both of us. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Hey, have you heard?
Ah,
You have to stop that now.
it's a competition.
Yes.
it's not. No.
Bro, really,
We already got a little bromance
we
going
got
on.
romance going
Not
on.
a romance.
Yeah, because we got to represent the Triple D. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? We from the downtown dirty Dallas. You
Oh
feel
my
me?
goodness.
But no, my name is Jacques Walter. Most just call me Z. And grew up in Dallas all my life. Moved around to a couple of different places in my adulthood, but Dallas is home. Met this individual and for whatever reason decided to step into matrimony with her, and it will be 2 years for us. So we crossing the threshold. We hitting milestones together. So yeah. That's a little bit. And I serve as a youth and children's pastor at New Life Community Church, Frisco, Texas. Holla at your boy. And and by night I play the PlayStation. I mean,
For real.
it's just what it is. It's just what it is.
I love it.
Wow.
But thank you, ladies, for inviting us. So I think
Very
both
much so.
me and Willie are excited for this opportunity. I'm super nervous, by the way. I don't know if you can see it in my face.
Why are you nervous?
Huh?
Why are you nervous?
I mean, I just had that butterfly feeling. I don't know what it is. I just blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah. It's excitement. It's nerves. But
Okay.
yeah.
I hope it's gone by the end of this conversation because it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
have fun. Be authentic. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been married for 3 years, going on 4. You've been married for 2 years, going on.
No, we're
1
getting
year
into
Oh,
to
we're getting
two.
into
Getting
2.
Yes.
into it. Okay.
Funny thing, when I met you, you only married 9 months.
Yes.
Oh wow, time has gone by so
Yeah.
fast.
See, tushafika November. It's November.
I know. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, today is our anniversary, our engagement anniversary. So
Yes, it is.
happy engagement anniversary.
Yes, it is.
This is a big day for you guys. You're celebrating
I feel
20
like you've
months
been
of
thrown
parenting.
off. She's like, yes, it is.
Of course I remember it.
But anyway, so let me ask you, you guys, before you got married to us or before you started dating us or whatever,
Okay.
did you ever think you were gonna get married to a Kenyan person, or was it even in your radar?
What you think, Jack?
For me,
For you.
I mean, absolutely not. This is my first intercultural serious relationship. So I didn't even fathom that I would have the privilege and the honor
Come on.
to be married to a proper Kikuyu woman. So
You said a nice right turn.
you know, you gotta keep it up, Willie. You gotta keep it strong. But no, I just kind of letting the cards fall as they may. It just made sense,
Yeah.
you know. So I took the chance, and she, for whatever reason, because I'm out of her norm as well.
It's true.
Wait, which was your name, Jerry?
Hi, me and my West African men.
Mm.
We were like this. I knew I was
Niger
going
brothers.
to marry a Niger boy.
Hey.
I just knew it, but God had different plans.
And here I am, just black, like nothing more,
Wait,
just
do you at least
black.
dance to Afrobeats?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I
alright.
can get
I
down
see
a
about
little
it.
bit.
Jackie.
You don't
James
remember Ashali's
yeah.
wedding?
I only remember you. I remember you.
I saw
Everybody remembers her.
Lucky, I saw him jigging. I was like, bro, this
Yeah.
guy's on another level. Bro.
Yeah, we
That's
get it.
another
You know,
level.
my D-Town roots, I gotta be able to move a little bit.
Oh,
So
my gosh.
that's all it is. That's all it is. Yeah.
So, for you, Willie, putting some context to you,
Mm.
you were born and raised here,
Mhm.
right? But for Willie,
Mhm.
you were not.
Yes, I was born in Kenya, and then when I was 3 years old, that's when our family moved here to America. But I've been in America for over 20 years. But so at that point, the term is you've been Americanized. So that's why I don't have like an accent. I don't have anything, because usually when you're here up until high school, you maintain the accent. But if you're here from 3 years old, America's all you know.
Yeah, that's why he does not talk like me.
But you know, I can't try.
Not the
I
accent.
can't try.
There it is. There it is.
When I go back home,
Not Asha.
I'm playing.
But yeah, so Jerry said that your kind of type was the West African.
Yes.
For Willie, tell us, what was your type before you met me?
Hold on. Before he even answered that question, he didn't even answer the first one.
Which
for,
Which one?
did you see yourself marrying a Kenyan woman?
Oh.
Especially given that you're from Kenya and your
Yeah,
community is
That
Kenyan.
is a very good
That's
question.
good.
That's why I asked.
And then he deferred.
Yeah.
We see what you
She'll
did.
never let you escape.
Right back at
Did
you.
I see myself marrying a Kenyan? I saw myself marrying a Kenyan until a Kenyan broke my heart.
Oh,
Until
please,
a
sir.
Kenyan broke my heart.
Can you elaborate just a bit?
First girlfriend I had
Mm,
was a Kenyan,
mm.
and I got played. Ooh, I
A
got
Kenyan
played.
here in America.
Yes.
Uh.
And I got played. Ooh. It was,
Savage.
Like the fiddle.
but you know, you learn lessons, right?
You do.
You learn lessons.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little vendetta. I'm never going to talk to another Kenyan again. So I mean, it wasn't wise. I was a kid, but I didn't think I was gonna date or marry a Kenyan, because at the time that I was seriously dating,
Mm-hmm.
in like my adult life, I dated a Hispanic, someone who was Hispanic. I dated someone who was Asian, someone who was white, black. So I
Diversity and inclusion. That is you.
I can teach a class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even when I moved back to Dallas, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, get my foundation, but I'm not really looking to date a Kenyan because in the DFW there's a lot of Kenyans and there's a lot of Kenyans in other people's business. So I was like, I'm not really looking for that. But and lo and behold, I was like, oh, that's what you think?
Yeah, watch
Woo,
this.
woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
And then this beautiful thing came up and surprised me. At first, I wasn't even feeling it. I was like, because I felt like people were pushing you onto me at one point,
That's tough.
and I was like, okay, but I'm not even in the mindset to even date anybody right now. But then she just presented herself as just like so beautiful. Like her mind was beautiful, her spirit was beautiful. She was always like nice and kind to me and stuff like that. So yeah, I didn't see it at first, but thank God I ain't closed my eyes.
So you guys had the opportunity to be friends first.
I don't know. I went like as soon as I knew it, I went.
You
straight.
like, this is my girl right here.
I
This
went
is my
straight.
girl.
I think we had opportunity to talk on it. We talked, it was off, and then when we came back, it was on again.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, we didn't have like a long friendship kind of thing. It was just when we started dating, we just went straight into like courtship.
That's good.
Yeah.
Y'all are serious about life. Y'all like, we're getting married, like straight up. I'm tired of playing games.
No, honestly, that was a prayer that I prayed to God. I was like, look, like I've been through what I've been through, where I was before. I want the next woman that I date to be my wife. So bold it was.
Thank God.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like that.
Amen.
Now, answer the second question.
Oh wow.
But go ahead.
I mean, he did say
Oh, okay,
he has
that's
his
true.
diversity and
A
inclusion.
bag of Skittles. Which color today?
I've answered the question.
Just a bag of Skittles.
What about you, Jack? Did you have a like a preset mind before maybe you met Jerry? Did you have any like preference?
I think my only preference, if I'm looking at the history of individuals that I was in a relationship with in the past, the only thing that was common is that they were beautiful. I mean, I didn't have a extreme preference, but
I don't.
it's just what it was. So and I was really open, I think, to our relationship stepping into it in the beginning. Of course, there's your reservations. It's gonna be too different, too new. But her being born in Dallas, I consider her triple D native too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you talk to her, she claims Kenya because that's where she spent most of her time.
Yeah.
But I did the math. We're almost at the point where she's been in Dallas longer, so we can go ahead and change that narrative.
So you were born. I didn't know. I'm thinking that you were born in Kenya.
So you have not been watching our episodes.
Come slowly.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know we were taking shots today. Are you good, bro?
It got real at 10
It
15.
got real.
Real at 10 15.
Man, I'm so sorry. Pole sana. Yeah.
Let's get ready.
I hope you wore your bulletproof vest today, bro.
Don't feel bad.
ding,
ding.
You're in the same boat with this guy. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
He's like, that's a girl's shot. So it's fine. Sorry.
He's
sorry.
fine.
Yo, the support you give us is enough.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. But I think I loved our relationship in the beginning because we had the chance to fall into friendship before we fell into love.
Oh,
Like it kind of happened like close upon one another. But this was my road dog, bro.
Yeah.
Like anytime I just wanted to chat, it was her on the other line. Anytime that I wanted to go and hang out, it was her in the passenger seat. Anytime that we were getting into anything, and I think she can say vice versa, we really fell into friendship for real. That's what kind of led into but she makes friends with guys pretty easy. That's just what she does. And I guess I'm just lucky that I was able to kind of step out the friend zone.
Yeah.
It's the green eyes. It's
that what did
the
it for you?
green eyes.
Is that what did it for you? Hey, zoom in real quick. Accepting
Let 'em
modeling
know.
positions.
Tell the friend,
just let 'em know.
No, but Jerry, being the extrovert she is, it's very easy to make friends.
It is. So Willie and Jacques,
Mhm.
now that you are married to Kenyan women, how has it been like in terms of, I think for you it may be easier because you had grown up with the Kenyan culture,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
given that you grew up in America
Hmm.
and you've been Americanized, what are the things that you felt like, oh, this is a little bit different from what I'm used to, or was everything just like smooth, like I know how to do this. Oh yeah, these are normal
Are you guys same tribe as well?
Yes.
Who you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we are same tribe, but he doesn't speak the
The
language.
tribal language. No.
Yeah.
I don't speak the national language.
Wait, the national language is English.
It is
Swahili is also a national language.
colonizers.
We all learning. We all learning today. I'm over here. Mm.
I mean, before the colonizers got there, we know what language it was. But yeah, was it different? Was it different? I would say no, because I knew what to expect, right? Like, even though I've been Americanized, my entire culture was Kenyan. You know, my mom was Kenyan, sister's Kenyan, all my aunties are Kenyan. We went, every house that I spent the night at was either Kenyan mom, Kenyan sister to my best friend, or whatever. So I knew Kenyan women, right? I knew what to expect. I knew the wholesome nature. I knew the strong, spiritual standpoint. I knew all of that. So I guess when I was wanting to date, I was wanting experience, right?
Mhm.
Of course, it's an immature mindset, but I was wanting something different because I just knew what I knew, right? So in terms of dating Waimo, I felt like I knew everything, but of course, when you're dating seriously this person, you find out a lot too. So
Yeah.
and there's a lot of good. It was a lot of good because there was some nuances that because this is the deepest relationship I've ever had with anyone. So like, there's a lot of more that I found out about Kenyan culture than I didn't know before with other relationships. So
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's the question again.
What are the cultural differences that you've seen in our marriage that you're like, ooh, this is different. Ooh, we need a compromise on this, or
So let me tell you my expectations. I have a proper African woman. I'm coming home to meals. I'm coming home to
Then you should take you back there. We talk.
unconditional love and just pouring over as the man of the. And these were some of the things that I probably understood from movies or wherever I got the ideas from. It was just I had these preconceived notions of what to expect dating an African woman. This ain't it. So this is just Jerry. That's all. That's it.
Yes.
And,
see, I'm from the Triple D.
Okay, now clearly you claim it when you want. Clearly you claim it when you
That's
want.
convenient. Yeah.
When it's convenient, right?
Yeah, Triple D.
Yeah, I'm Triple D. No, get out of here. And so it was just a lot that I had to put down because it wasn't her and pick up because it was her. And I think just like with any relationship, there are things that you have to adjust to, things that coming from a 2-parent household versus somebody who has a 1-parent household, all those type of deals. So I'm fortunate that she was raised by a family that stayed together. Unfortunately, that she grew up with both mom and dad, because those foundational things didn't change too much. Now, as far as culture, I had to learn the food. So now I'm a Choma king. You know, I'm all in it. I'm ready. I'm
We gotta
ready.
get up together, bro.
Yeah, I haven't made goat yet, but it's coming. It's
I
coming.
got you.
You want it?
I got you, bro.
Yeah, I haven't made goat yet. But so just understanding the cuisine, the flavors, the spices, culturally understanding some of the nuances that she brought into a relationship of how it was supposed to look from her background. For instance, when I say that, she, like most women, actively expects the man to take care of everything financially, which is proper and it's good. But it was just something that I had to and am sincerely growing into, accepting that proper role as a man in the house. And so it's just minor things like that it's just a learning experience, a part of our relationship.
Hey, you bring up a good point, because I'm kind of seeing now, even in outside the context of dating, or not dating, married to Kenyan women, there's like this, I don't want to call it a battle, but it seems like polar opposites where it's like traditional values, super traditional values, versus super modern values, right? And I know like I came into this relationship with a lot more traditional values than I even thought until we had the conversations. But then I was realizing, like, I think you guys, it sounds like you guys did it too. We got to do what works for us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. As opposed to trying to like, because even for my parents, 2-parent household, they stay together, still together, all that kind of stuff. It's like, there's some things that they did well that necessarily don't translate well, right? And I'm starting to realize that too. Like we gotta talk, we gotta do things differently.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. It's just what works for us.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that's a good point that you made.
And I for better or for worse, I grew up with 2 great parents as well.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of things that they possibly did behind closed doors that we didn't see. We always saw,
okay.
the cute picture of them hugging and, being on one accord. And but we didn't get to see the hard work that went into the relationship. So some of my misconceptions going into a proper marriage, it was it looked like it was supposed to look all fuzzy and sweet the whole time. And so glazing over conversations that should be had. I didn't see my parents really talk through tough stuff. They argue, we going to Chili's today. Now we going to Red Lobster. I don't know. But I saw minor arguments, but as far as serious stuff, and then even if I did see a serious argument, I never saw the resolution. Just all of a sudden they were on good terms again. So really learning how to properly work through issues, learning how to properly discuss. And she's the type of person that if anything happens, she's trying to get out the door. She's a runner. She's a track star. I promise you, she has 0 sporting experience, but the way she tries to run, you would think she's on a national level.
Keep so
she's ready.
I'm right there behind you, Jerry. Don't worry.
She's ready.
We have a name.
Not passing batons.
Man, stick. You know what I'm saying? So she's all up in it. But to be serious and 10 toes down in the relationship and say that you can say whatever you're gonna do. You can act in this way today, but just know that we're going to work through it because at the end of it all, it's you and me. Period. And so just being the type of individual who holds us to that standard is something I didn't actively see. I knew it was going on now, right? Because I'm older and I'm adult, but I just didn't actively see it. So it's just the reality of it all. That's all.
Yeah.
It's just the reality.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good, bro.
So what y'all saying? You made a good decision marrying Kenyan women, basically.
Were you saying
I'm just messing with y'all. So
best decision ever.
Yeah.
Best decision.
The last conversation we had, and my roommates will know this. We talked about like we shared our wedding stories, right? There's some of the things that we went through. And I mean, we shared that in, detail.
Yeah.
Everything we went through?
He's like,
you might need to watch that episode. No, of course we don't know about share, but we share what's there.
That's all good.
We were talking about the cultural differences in terms of like wedding traditions and stuff like that. I know the part of your story y'all have not yet done like cultural stuff. So I just want to know, since as we've been through it, I want to ask, how do you feel about those traditions? Like for especially like the Kikuyu tradition of like getting a girl, the dowry, all that stuff. Like how receptive were you to the whole tradition, and were you like ready to immerse yourself in it and get into it, or were you like y'all do the most?
Well, so I'm an all in or all out type of individual.
Yeah.
he is.
So
There's no middle ground.
there's zero.
None.
Like zero. I'm all in or all out. And so whenever I had the opportunity to learn the culture, I was all in. We
Yeah.
had a full, and I was fortunate to have a very understanding in-laws. So helping me along the process to explain why
That's
this,
beautiful.
why that, because I understand that there's an opposite side of the spectrum where they just expect you to show up and do, and if you don't, then there's issues and problems. So I am blessed twofold that I have a great wife, but I have wonderful in-laws that that understand that I'm American, like all the way, like just straight up American. They understand that, and they are as accommodating as I am. They help to reciprocate in that same fashion.
Yeah.
So and my mother-in-law, she was like, yeah, this is you guys, the two of you. So we don't want just us to be represented. So we had Texas style food during the reception, and we had a great DJ that was able to blend the best of both worlds. I was able to Dougie a little bit and to South Dallas swag the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's her. That's that. That's her. And so it was easy for me to immerse myself in the culture because they walked with me the whole time.
That's beautiful.
I didn't have to go and get much by myself. Now as far as teaching me Swahili, my wife doesn't help too much there. She just all of a sudden busts out in tangents where she's talking at me, and I have to
Context.
and I'm great at picking up in context, but I can't utilize it because I just know she just told me to go sit down because So anyways, that's just been my experience. So our wedding, it was an absolutely amazing experience, and I understand that the dowry is less of a transaction and more of a relationship extension.
That's huge.
I understand. I don't know why I have to slaughter this dadgum goat, but
Hey, bro.
I
It's a joke.
Oh, it's not true.
Hey, bro.
Oh, you can tell him.
I told him, guys.
Welcome.
It's a joke.
Hey,
The whole
bro.
time, and I thought Kikuyu mighty warriors, and all that, you gotta show them.
What's it?
And so I've been asking the church to pray for me. I'm going to Kenya. There's this goat thing I gotta do. Y'all touch and agree with your boy. And man, it's a joke. No, I didn't get that memo. Look, I was like, me. Go ahead.
If we were a different tribe than Maasai, you would have to kill a lion.
Yeah.
So you lucky.
No
I'm
jokes.
Kikuyu.
That's legit.
Thank you for being Kikuyu. Thank you so much.
Oh my god. But no, just to top off on what he is saying, how my family were so accommodating to teach him and everything. I think even as we were dating, I knew that he would work well with my family because he's, like he said, he's either all in or all out. It's there's no in between. Not like, I'm kind of. No, it even goes into like food. It's like he's either finishing all his food and then he's full and he's upset. It's
a thing.
Anyway, but truly, I am very appreciative that from the jump he let me know, like, yeah, I'm cool with this. Yeah, we'll do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
And here we are. Soon, I mean, the Rorasho is still needs to be done, but anyway, it's
And y'all's
blessed.
timing, of course.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, I think the traditional part of, the Kenyan traditions, especially the Kikuyu, I think it's fun, as you said, it's supposed to be relational. I want to say gone are the days where it was more transactional because, if this happened a few years back, there was a little sort of extortion happening around the whole dairy thing and it wasn't good. So, we thank God for good parents who have helped fight that battle and
very understanding.
Exactly, it's not gonna be that kind of extortion. It's just let's all come together, let's the families come together, have fun. What was your experience since you have been there? How was your experience like?
Shade it up, No, so I mean, whenever I was, because even like Jacques, you were talking about like how when it was being introduced to you, I had my own orientation because even though I was raised here I knew Kenyan culture, I saw Kenyan weddings, but I didn't know like behind the scenes. So then I had a friend of ours who was like, "Hey, bro, I know it's a year away, but you gotta get on point. You gotta do this, this, and that." And he kind of gave me this orientation. Shout out to Casper. And he was like, "Hey, if you wanna pop the question by this time, you need to have this in your road. You need to have this aligned. You need to plan for this. You need to save for this." So he really put my mindset into being like, okay, I need to start preparing. I need to start getting ready for these things. And then when I talked to Pops, he really didn't add any pressure to it, and that was big for me because I thought I'm always trying to me and my dad are close, so we're always trying to like I'm just making sure that we honor him in whatever we're doing, but I didn't want like that added pressure. I know getting married is pressure enough, especially in front of a lot of people. But I mean, my experience was pretty smooth. After I knew the plan, I just started saving. I just started talking to all the people I needed to talk to. Me and your mom had an amazing conversation about how I was gonna pop the question, and then when I told her, she was actually kind of like a little teary-eyed too.
That's precious.
So I think it was just I never had a bad moment throughout the process. Like even through the Rodashio, having my guys with me and everybody like coming and we all came. And they knocked at the door, and then we came in. Like everything was beautiful.
Hold on, were you able to pick her out of the lineup?
Oh yes.
I'm so nervous, bro. I'm so nervous. I'm letting you know, all her friends the exact same size.
But to be honest, I could tell because there was a size difference, and then one of my sister-in-law, she's white, so actually she's sitting right next to our in-law. And they're like, "Oh, you guys are the same size." I was like, "Okay, but come on." I saw it. That's my lady.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to pick her out.
God willing.
You'll be able to pick her. Now if they have like 18 ladies,
she got a lot of homies.
I'm not like nobody should hear us talking about this, but you can have a little cheat sheet, like
teach me. We'll talk offline.
We'll talk offline.
Little cheat sheet like.
Yeah. Dip 2
I'll tell you,
times.
my sister was nail polish.
But then even with the nail, we're not gonna put them out there. We're not gonna put y'all out there. We love you.
But mine also was easy because my outfit, like as soon as everybody just knew, like I know we talked about this in the other episode, like you could see this is one. Yeah. So anyway, make it easy for yourself.
I have a question. I had about the proposal. Mom got a bit teary-eyed. I've never known. How did that happen? How was the proposal?
Oh my God!
Because it's your engagement anniversary. So tell us the story.
Please.
You didn't know.
I knew.
You didn't know. Get out of
I'm gonna try to give the short version without rambling.
You knew part of
Really,
the
they always know.
But then someone threw you off.
Someone threw me off at the end of the day. So this guy was planning the proposal, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And up until the day before, I had no idea. Up until the day before, no idea. But he had to ask me a question that was so out of character. The night before, I remember we were at an event, and he asked me, "Did Pastor Mora tell you you're doing announcements tomorrow?" I was like, first of all, it ain't your business to know. Like at that time, you're not the one who handles church matters like that.
Yeah.
So why are you asking me? That's something that the church administration should be handling, not you. So that's the part. So and then I got to church in the morning. Then Pastor Mora is actually now. Pastor Mora is one of the pastors in our church. He tells me, "Oh, but there, you're doing it." But there, he said it. He was sheepishly smiling. He was smiling.
He didn't help at all.
Yeah, he threw it off. So this guy started it, and then the way Pastor Mora, I was like, "Why is this such a big deal about me doing announcements?"
Which announcement am I saying?
Yeah, what's the big deal?
Get up with that.
Then he tried to come to church wearing he was just dressed down, wearing some pants that I don't even like. So that tried to throw me off. There's no way you could propose looking like this. Yeah, he had a whole suit, planned out. Then what? Oh my goodness! So me, I get up. Just before I go do the announcements, I get one of my friends called Joy. I'm like, "Joy, please tell me the truth. Is he doing it? Is he doing it today? Is he doing it today?" she really, the mister, she really tried to act straight,
Yeah.
but I could tell
Yeah.
she was.
Shout
Like-
out, Joy.
She's like,
You
no,
did your best.
no, it's not happening today.
Yeah. So what they had told me was I need to go and say after I read the announcement, I'm supposed to call the youth. They have a presentation to make.
Mm-hmm.
So all this time I know it is happening up until the person who threw me off completely,
Yeah.
Sherry.
Ah.
Let me tell you, that girl can act.
Yes.
She came with her Oscar-winning acting, and she threw me off completely.
Yeah.
And she came just before I was about to get on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at that time, he had gotten my cousin to come from Houston. His friends came from Houston.
That's
He
nice.
got so many people. They were waiting in another place in
Yeah.
church,
Yeah.
and I had no idea.
Yeah.
So me, I'm just going by about my, I just do my announcements, and
Yes.
then Sherry got me right on time because just before I got on stage,
Mm.
she threw me. I don't even remember what she told me,
Yeah.
but she just downplayed it in such a perfect way.
Yeah.
And by the time I was going on stage, I was like, yeah,
It's not
you're
happening.
overthinking.
Yeah.
It's not happening. You're
It's not
overthinking this. So I do my announcements, and then at the end, I'm like, oh, I know the youth have a presentation, and then this guy comes in, he's changed in a suit.
Aw.
We'll share the
Coming
I'll
through,
post the
way.
picture here. He proposed at the altar. It was
Aw.
beautiful.
That's nice.
He cried.
I cried.
Ah,
I cried.
Yes,
Ah.
he did. You
Stay
cried.
strong, Willie.
Let me tell you, you cried the moment when you were thanking your parents.
Oh yeah. I did. I did
Yeah,
get a little
that was
teary-eyed.
beautiful.
that's nice.
Yeah.
That is so
Now, I have a
beautiful.
question.
Mm-hmm.
They say when women are getting proposed to, y'all don't remember a lick of what is being said. Y'all just see the ring, and it's. And
I
it's
know
over.
you read a verse from 2 Corinthians about the love is blind. Oh, sorry. Did I?
No. Was that?
That's what I remember you
Okay,
saying. That's
okay,
what I remember
okay,
you read the
okay.
She
Bible.
remembers the word.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember you read that Bible, but I don't remember anything else.
Okay.
I don't even remember. Did you ask
Wait,
me
yeah,
if I
figure
marry
it
you? Yeah, no one is going anywhere.
Nah, it was smooth.
But yeah, it was fun. And then after I saw all my friends coming in, I was like, what are they doing here?
Yeah.
So yeah. it
Now,
was-
how do you even stay for church after that? Like,
Mhm.
are you just not so
No.
excited?
It was at the. We do announcements at the end.
Oh,
It's like the last thing.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's smart. That makes sense because I wouldn't be able to sit still after that. Like,
I know it was a whole thing. So yeah, it was really good.
That's
It
really
was a
that's
pleasant
nice.
surprise. It was fast, kind of ruined, and then Sherry saved the day
yeah.
at the
Oh,
end.
that's beautiful.
It worked
That's
out.
beautiful.
We're here.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. How did you propose?
Yes.
I wish it was that smooth for us.
Oh.
She has 3 wedding rings.
Okay.
Go ahead, baby. Show
3
give me
wedding
your.
rings?
She knew. Go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
So,
Uh-huh.
just like you, I didn't know. I was clueless. It
Uh-huh.
was he did it on our anniversary. It was like what, November
November
16th.
16th.
Mhm.
Yeah. So November 15th, I went to hang out with a girlfriend.
Mhm.
And so we were just catching up, drinks, nini, and she tells me about this concert that's happening if I wanted to go. I said, yeah, so let's do this, let's plan. So now she had just texted Jacques. Jacques, I think, was asking is she suspicious. And so she didn't exit the text and she gave me her phone to look at the concert details, like, because I don't know where my phone was at that moment, but she gave me her phone
I feel
and
you.
I saw the text.
I feel you, bro.
And
Oh,
I was
this
like,
worked.
oh my gosh, I didn't, like, I saw it. So now in my head, I was like, do I tell him that I know? I'm like, no, I can't wait any longer. Let me just wait. Let me just see how he has planned it,
Yeah.
So the next day is our anniversary dinner. We go to
Perry Steakhouse.
Perry Steakhouse in downtown,
Mhm.
and
Hold on, quick information. Let me guys tell you how I struggled.
Mm.
Let me guys tell you how I
let
struggled.
me tell you guys.
That's one. I'm struggling even now. So I had an appointment with my barber
Mhm.
Okay.
that morning.
Mm.
He got sick.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Oh, that explains.
That'll change the whole mood.
I planned my outfit. I had a black suit,
Yeah.
a nice black suit that I was going to wear, and I was like, hey, babe, let's dress up, let's go out, you know.
Yeah.
My white shirt got a stain. Okay, so let me tell you guys how I struggled. I had ordered her wedding ring, but it was supposed to be delivered, but something happened where it got pushed out a week. Okay, let me tell you guys how I struggled. And so
Sweetie.
I got a supplemental ring from Walmart that
No,
looked.
Amazon. You bought it on Amazon. You bought the box at Walmart.
I got a supplemental ring the day before from Amazon because I knew the shipment and the Amazon came through right on time. Shout out Amazon. And but it didn't come in a nice box. If I'm proposing, I need a box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I go to Walmart
To get the box.
to get the box, and I walk up to the jewelry counter. Hey, do you guys sell just the ring boxes? No, we
You
only
gotta
give
buy
it
it.
with the ring. So now I buy a whole another ring, and so just to get the box, and so now everything
This
is
makes sense
going.
now. 3 rings.
Everything is going, and I'm trying to continue to make ends meet, and then on the back end, she knows in her head
That is.
and that is on the way, and I kind of know that she knows. I don't know what inside of me, but I was like, she knows. But continue. So we make it to Paris.
No, even before we make it to Paris.
Oh, go ahead, baby.
We were. He
Oh,
picked me up
no.
at the house,
Mhm.
and so I was like, "See, we take some selfies before we go." So we took
Yeah.
our selfies.
Yeah.
Then so you know that one, you just click the picture at the bottom left, and then you're just swiping. So he had the phone. I wasn't holding the phone. He swiped.
One too many
I
times.
saw the ring.
Picture of the ring, just right there. Picture of the ring, because everybody's asking, how does the ring look? And so I send screenshots of how the ring looks to the family and everything
And
like
it's
that.
right there.
And it's literally the one picture too far. And because we had just taken pictures on my phone. So I'm like,
He was the one who was scrolling. So
Ah.
I just want you to see, I didn't go looking for this information. It
came
came
to
to
you.
me.
It falls in her
Genuinely
lap.
came to
Yeah, it really
It
did.
falls
Hey.
in her lap.
Anyway, so we make it to Paris. It was a very busy day.
The busiest Thursday I have ever known.
It was
Okay, the busiest, because in my head, I'm thinking, we're going to go, it's going to be quaint,
Yeah.
intimate, maybe somebody over there, maybe somebody over there.
Yeah.
It was packed.
Wow.
the brim. I was like, what's
Y'all had a
going
full
on?
audience. Y'all had a full audience.
Man,
Yeah.
nobody even cared about us, by the way.
So, where we order our food. No. Before we order our food, he's really insisting. Let's take pictures. I'm like, I'm so hungry. I've had a long day. Can we just first eat before we take these pictures? Because I wasn't eating like why he really wanted to take so many pictures.
Yeah.
So, but I knew he was going to propose. I just didn't know how. It was not okay. So we're here. I'm not seeing anyone who I recognize. So it might not be at the restaurant. It might be on the way
Somewhere
home.
else,
Yeah. So we finally get our food. We eat, finish. I'm noticing conversation is just. I'm like, Connie. I think he was just nervous. It was just the nerves playing in. So eventually we call the waiter to take these pictures that he has been begging for. So you know how you are sitting like this in a restaurant?
Yeah.
But now he came to sit on my side. We were in a booth. Yeah. So now he came to sit on my side. So we're taking pictures. I'm smiling. But then I'm seeing, the flash is not going off. So I'm like, cause I had just gotten it was still kind of a new phone. So I was like, maybe he doesn't know how to use my phone. So as I'm trying to get the waiter's attention, like, no, you turn it off, this guy goes on his knee. It's true. I didn't remember anything he said. And then he asked, will you marry me? I asked him, are you sure?
That's exactly what she asked. I'm
Are
like,
you
what
sure?
do you mean am I sure? I'm already.
Are you serious?
Are you sure?
I was down there for what seemed like 12 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I asked him, are you sure? Are you serious? I was like, okay, yeah. No, he said, you have to answer the question.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. So the guy, he was pretending to take pictures, but he was really recording.
Yeah.
And so I come in and I go down on the knee and I say something small because it's extremely loud.
Yeah.
And
It's packed.
it's packed in there. I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you. And so it was a nice view overlooking Dallas and everything like that. But he's taking the picture. So I say something small, and I'm like, babe, we're here. Like we're here. Are you gotta answer the question. And she finally says, well, yes,
you
I
sure?
do.
Are
So
you sure?
so there was like a table or so that applauded for us, but those big movie moments where everybody's kind of like, it didn't happen, it wasn't real. It's not real, guys.
It's real for you guys.
It's real for us. It was real
God's
for us.
moment.
Exactly.
It was
Your
real for us.
moment,
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was very real for us, and
Aw.
so it's been downhill since then. So we've been rocking and rolling ever since. And I had to tell her because the ring that I ended up getting looked nice. But it was only, if I can be
Insert
honest,
picture here.
it was only like $30.
Yeah.
But it looked nice, and I always told her, I said, baby, if I ever get a big rock, it's probably gonna be cheap. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If it's big,
Shout out to Cubic Zirconia.
shout out to Cubic Zirconium for the win. But it was nice, it was like a little teardrop shape and everything like that. And I said, don't get used to it. Because this isn't the one that costs
And
money.
that's the part that excited me. I was like, wait, what? There's more?
What?
Yeah. And so then after after I made it to the point where I was dropping her off, I gave her the other ring as well.
The
and I
Walmart
said-
ring.
Walmart.
The Walmart ring.
I'm like, wow,
And,
this guy.
Bring them.
Yeah. We should make a necklace out of all of them. By the
I
way.
know.
And then whenever the new ring came in, I'm so glad she loved it so much
Oh,
because
yeah.
that first ring, she was like, you need to beat this because her eyes were big. And so yeah, it all worked out. It all worked out somehow.
I still tell him he has to do a big proposal. Like, I want to be shedding tears.
Hi. How is he proposing again?
He'll
What
figure
for?
it out. Because, see, here's the thing. Whenever I watch people's proposals, I'm always crying. Like,
Man, that's
boo. And now because, one, my friend's phone, I saw the ring. Like, all that information that came to me, was like, that element of surprise. Nilikosa. I'm not saying I'm ungrateful. Like, I'm happy that he even decided. Some people just
Years and
like
years.
my
I'm just
father.
grateful that you proposed and you want to
Something
marry
would be
us,
like,
yeah.
so we're gonna get married. You
Yeah.
don't even ask the question.
Yeah, exactly. My mom was told, I need to come meet your parents.
Yeah.
And that was a proposal. So, I'm grateful. I just want that,
She wants the magic.
I want the magic.
Do you want an actual proposal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I don't know when he'll do it, but
You sound like a plan. You sound like a. Oh, you want to propose? Okay.
I mean, it's beautiful. Your story is your story. At least when you look back, you're like, we at least have something to tell. We have stories to tell. Like, not everything has to go smoothly, perfectly, you know. But it is perfect for you guys and your story. I mean, at the end of the day, the most important thing is really doing the work to maintain the relationship and the marriage.
There it is.
Let's talk about
That's
that.
wisdom.
Say that.
That's wisdom.
You know, all these other things like how it's done, the ring, and everything. This is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody's my opinion.
not
Sure.
cancel.
Everything, the ring, how it's done, the big
ceremony.
wedding, and all that stuff. That is
That's a moment.
exactly. That's
one
not an
moment.
issue. The most important thing is the content of your relationship. Like, how are you working on your marriage? How are you building? How are you, conflict resolution and all that stuff. That's the stuff that really matters at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Showing up for your person.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, showing up for your person.
Okay, I have one more question and then we can finish today.
Yes.
What's the biggest thing that marriage has taught you? Everyone has to answer this question.
Mm-hmm.
Aya, I'll let you guys.
Yeah, you're the guest, so we're gentle ladies. So
Gentle
you
ladies.
start first.
I always heard ladies first, but whatever.
I'm saying.
That's what I
Men
always
lead,
heard.
women follow.
Plus, you're our guest.
You know what?
You like guests
We'll lead by serving. Come on, ladies.
Oh, come on.
Mhm.
No, I'll
You
go.
go first.
The biggest thing that I believe that I've learned from our relationship is the beauty of hard work.
Mm.
Because you always hear the idiom, anything worth it takes work.
Yeah.
anything worth it takes time. Anything worth it, you have to invest into. And in this microwave instant generation that we, for better or for worse, grew up in, we expect instantaneous results. We don't even use the oven anymore. Most of everything goes in the microwave type
Easy
deal,
bake.
right? Yeah.
We all had
Did you
them
say
bake.
easy bake?
Yeah.
Them easy bake ovens.
The easy bake oven, boy.
They look like toys, but they have whole pizzas.
You know what I'm
whole
saying? And those brownies be cooked through, you feel
Say
me?
less. Say less.
But I think we forget the importance, we forget the value of the grind. And this relationship in a big way has taught me the importance of the repetitions, the importance of always showing up, the importance of consistency, the importance of intentionality. And so all that I meld into the phrase hard work, because marriage is not easy. Sometimes we make it look that way, but it's work that we don't see. So I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned.
That's good. One thing?
Yes,
One-
we're trying to wrap up.
I mean, if I'm being real, like I can't say it's been one thing because like as we've grown together, there's been different seasons in which we've learned
That's good.
different things.
That's good.
And in each season, it seems like that's the most profound thing that we needed to learn, right? Like whether it was when we were first, because like we talked about, we weren't friends before, so we had to grow in that friendship, right? So that seemed like a very important lesson. And then when we were trying for our son Theo, which we now have, that lesson that we had about like, God is really the giver of children, right? And we have to trust in Him through this entire process. So, I think the overarching thing I've learned is just kind of like what I said, showing up for her, right? Because women reciprocate very well. So when I show up for her, she shows up for me. So I think like in every season, there's definitely a really profound lesson. So like when you said one, I was like, there's so many. There's so many. But yeah, I think showing up for her has been the biggest one that I can think about because everything has been like, my job is to love you, right?
That's
My
good.
job is to be there for you. My job is to protect you. So, and I think in different ways I've tried to show that, in different ways I've tried to be that. I'm not perfect, so but I keep going back to like that's my role. Just to show up for you. So
That's good.
Hey.
at least.
Wow, the way you guys have started. Let's see. The biggest thing marriage has taught me. I would say because I'm a runner, is to fight for the marriage. Like there are times we butt heads. Like I'm like, you know what? It's not even worth it. See people divorce. But just if you come to our house, there's a wedding picture literally right next to the door, and every time I look at the door, like I can just, and then I just see that wedding picture, big smiles, we're looking nice, I'm like, no one held a gun to my head that day. I was excited. I was like, yeah, it's him, yeah, da 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 da. And I really have to take in those moments and be like, you know what?
It's true.
I chose him.
Own it.
He chose me. This is a situation, it may take time to work through, but it's us. This is, I would hate to say I gave up so easily, and we're almost only 2 years in, and we've only dated a year. So only basically 3 years. Granted that is the longest I've ever been with anyone. It's been such a humbling experience to like, okay, calm down, Jerry. What's really the issue here? Getting down to the deep root of the matter, because some things, it's just the way he grew up, the way I grew up are two different ways. Like he said, your parents, you see them arguing, but you don't see the resolution. But I mean, they're still together, so clearly they did something, and now it's for us to figure out that something to stay and consistently choose us, even in the hardest times.
Absolutely. That's beautiful.
Tumalizie.
I don't know what else to add on top of that, because I feel like all those are lessons that we can all learn. I think for me, as you said, it's so important to say like every season has its own like lesson. So since we were asked one thing, right now the current thing that we are learning is work on me, pray for him.
I knew you were gonna say
So-
that.
That's good.
Yeah, so I work on myself. I work on my any issues that I have, which are many. I got
Yikes.
to learn.
Tuambie.
Work on myself, like work on my triggers, work on the things that I get, especially my triggers. Work on my vices and all that stuff. So work on myself. I think my biggest thing at this moment is I want to try and just do my best, like give my 150 every single day to the marriage
That's good.
without expecting anything in return.
That's good.
Serving him as
That's
much
tough.
as I can.
Say that one more time into the mic.
I think the theme is just showing up. So
Yeah.
I just want to show up every day, serve, do the things that are uncomfortable for me. Simple things like I will cook food, but don't ask me to serve you a plate. But I know my husband likes when a plate is served. So doing those things that are, that are like the last thing I think about. So I want to show up 150% every single day without expecting anything in return. That is me working on me. And I pray that God is, working on him to also give his whatever percentage.
Yeah.
Because if you're both showing up
Yeah.
with great intensity and great intention, then everybody is fed.
Everybody's
We're
fed.
feeding each other. But I'm not showing up because I'm expecting him to. I'm showing up because it is my job. It is my
Yeah.
duty. I get to show up for our marriage. I get to do those things. It is my
Good.
role, Again, it ain't perfect, but we're working on it.
But we strive.
Come on.
We strive. One thing I gotta do, y'all keep me accountable. I need to wake up early and spend time with my husband. That is a struggle point, but please pray for me. We can do
To be continued.
it. But y'all, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed this conversation. If you want these guys to come again on the show, is it a show? It is a show on our
It's a
podcast.
podcast
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
Episodes.
Let us know.
Let us know. It is time to do the thing. You know how we do.
Yeah, we don't
thing.
use the S word anymore.
No.
You do the team.
Okay.
The
Yes.
team.
The team.
The team.
Yes. They understand. But yeah, there's no girl chat today because it's not just girls. We'll talk on the next episode. But thank you so much once again. Do the team, follow us on all our socials, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.